Romie here. So this is the recap for Love and Hip Hop season Atlanta season 5 episode 13. Funny business. This episode is interesting because I almost feel like, damn, maybe the show should be in LA because at least people are actually kind of acting more of themselves and they have to conduct themselves a certain way just so that they're not, messing up their business opportunities because it's Grammy week in LA. And so everyone is almost on their best behavior. We're starting off with Stevie J. Stevie J, is dealing with the situation of him and Jocelyn aren't talking right now, but he's fine with that because he's doing him. Jocelyn's situation is, who are these people that they keep paying to have around Jocelyn to go and take these pictures? Because let's be real, we love Jocelyn, but there are bigger celebrities than Jocelyn who don't even get that type of media attention at certain places on LA. So did an assistant call up and say, Jocelyn Hernandez from Love and Hip Hop ATL is going to be at so-and-so at such and such time. We need you to be there. Anyway, Mimi is out here with Tiara, which is weird because we're thinking, how is Mimi and Tiara just the best of friends? Now, I get that people bond over situations, but this is the thing with the show. All of these contrived stuff. Life with Karlie right now. And it's funny because Life has no idea that Karlie's been messing around with Scrap. Now, that's going to be interesting. That is going to be interesting once that comes out. But the first official, I guess you can say, storyline we're going with is Mama D. Mama D is talking with Jock. Jock is speaking with her because Mama D needs a track. She needs him to work with him because, of course, her own son was just like, yeah, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. That's not realistic. So that's not going to happen. So Jock is just like, I have to be real with Mama D. So Jock is like, you know what? I will work with you. Yeah, I'm going to write you a party song. Because he's right. Mama D, if she's going to do the music thing, she does need something to where people are going to move and groove. But not too much because she talks about her sciatic nerve. And we're like, Mama D, you really should be just giving this a rest. But shout out to you, I guess, for pursuing your dreams. And I didn't say that sarcastically. I really meant that. Please like, comment, subscribe, by the way. And Mama D is just like, so what do you got for me? Jock is like, I'm going to get you a party song. Like a 1-2 step line dance. I'm like, okay. It's almost summertime. That could be interesting. That really could be interesting. Let's see what this turns out to be. But yeah, that could be interesting. Oh yeah, Mama D also talks about how Ernest is still no good. And so she actually is like, he's supposed to be going to work, but there's no money coming in. So he must be doing something shady. So she bugged his phone. And when she had her phone out, it looked like it was an LG. I could tell because of the symbol, or maybe that was supposed to be an AT&T sign. Either way, the interesting part was, did anyone else notice that she had that thing upside down? I'm looking at her like, come on now. We should know by now to make sure the phones look like you're actually using them. It's just so silly. Mama D is a hoot. I love her. I love her so much because she is a complete another mess. Mama D is a complete another mess. So now it's at, I almost said Comedy Central. Now they're going to see a comic. Well, it wasn't Chris Rock. It was, one of those, not one of those. What's the guy's name? Hold on, guys. I'm trying to get his name. I can't believe I don't remember his name. Well, anyway, so Mimi is there. Tony Rock. Yeah, look, I was really close, though. And because, what's his name? Russell Simmons invited all of them, including Stevie. But Mimi was invited by him, so she went there. And Tony Rock is harping on Karlie. He's just like, Karlie's that girl. If you need someone to fight for you, Karlie is that girl. I was just like, Karlie, this girl's messing with me in the club. She's like, where's that bitch? I'm like, yep, that's Karlie. That's our Karlie Red for you. And of course, he didn't know Tiara. But for Mimi, it was just like, oh, Mimi girl, how's it going? Hello, shower rod sales going. Girl, where's the rod tonight? And me was just like, before I was embarrassed and ashamed and I would have gotten upset about that. But now I've moved past that. I'm thinking, Mimi, of course you've had to move past that. Come on now. Let's be real. Let's be real about this. You did it. You lied about doing it. Lied about knowing that it happened. finally admitted the truth on TV, on the show that you get paid for. So we're just like, why are you mad? Why are you mad? So she's past it, apparently. Stevie comes in, it's just like, where's Jocelyn? We're all like, okay, where's Jocelyn? And Jocelyn's nowhere to be found. And it's funny because Tony Rock clearly watches the show because he even knew who Jessica Dime was. And shout out to Jessica Dime. She looked really cute this episode. She looked really cute, which has me thinking, why the hell is she wear that great, past the Great Papon wig? Why? Why does she wear that past the Great Papon wig? Because when she wears the other ones, it's just like, oh, look at her. She cute. She really cute. She cute. Now, of course, Mimi is vexed a little bit, so she has to go and talk with Stevie J because she did bring Jessica Dime to the table initially, and because Stevie was working with Jocelyn, and Jocelyn wasn't feeling the fact that, oh yeah, Jocelyn still thinks that she's a free agent. Sorry, boo-boo, that's not the case. But Mimi was just like, you hurt me, because he was like, I apologize. She was like, yeah, I brought this woman to you, and you didn't want to hear anything from her, hear anything from me in regards to her. So how dare you go and flip the script and now you're working with her? So she was just like, in general, you and Jocelyn playing these type of games, you lying to me, constantly doing stuff to me being the last person to know. Long story short, it looks like Mimi and Stevie J are going to give it another shot. That's what it really looks like. It looks like they're going to casually, slowly try to give it another shot. And I'm not here for it. None of us are here for it. But it's like, look, they're going to destined to be with each other one way or the other. So might as well make it official. In some capacity. Because he's still not married to Jocelyn. Now, Jessica Dom's just like, you know, we girls, so I gotta tell you something. I gotta tell you something. Yeah, so, you know your man, Life, no, not Scrap. Life, yeah, he is married. Yes, married. Married! Are you kidding me? And so, here Karlie's like, this little... Look, how dare he? How dare he? This is ridiculous. How dare he? Because I'm like, wait a minute, you just told us that you guys have an open relationship. And Karlie, like, I appreciate the fact that you know what you want and know what you don't want, but we're going to have to get some more maturity because this is getting ridiculous. You and having an open relationship with Life, but he can't know about the fact that you're with another guy, but you can know that he's with a bunch of women, but he still comes home in theory to you and you stress over. Ladies, do better. For the ladies who put up with that mess, please do better, because that's a joke. Yeah, and like I said, so she was like, I got something for that ass. I was like, okay, Karlie, we'll see you fainting. I guess that's having something for that ass. And Rashida and Kirk, I know they're still on the show. Rashida and Kirk, they're actually finishing their house. You know, the house that they've been taking forever to build? Well, shout out to them because it's actually getting built. It actually looks nice. It actually looks like it'll be done by season 6 rollout. You know, Kenya, how's your house going? I think it's pretty much done or is done. Sheree, we'll just leave you alone. Back to regularly scheduled programming. And of course, Ashley, who is Kirk's daughter, comes in and it's just like, yeah, so what's the plans for me? Because Ashley, of course, she has her son and she's working at Rashida's store, Tags, but the thing is that they don't want to sign Ashley yet because they don't think that she's responsible enough. They don't think that she's a real artist or good enough artist yet. And Ashley's over it. Ashley's just like, wait a minute, what's going on? Because they're actually, instead of bringing on Ashley, family, you know, spoiled brat, that's what she is, that's what she's coming off as, so that's what we're going to call her. What's actually happening is they're bringing in someone else named Sam, who's signed, and I'm guessing the other Ashley, who was originally there, they let her go. I'm assuming, because we never heard from that girl ever again. But it was just like, yeah, so she's coming in, she's actually moving into the old house, and yeah, you won't have a place to stay. You're gonna have to find a way on your own. Yeah. And she's, of course, not with it. She's irritated. We got Betty Idol. I didn't hear her voice. So Betty Idol and D. Smith, they go to CeeLo Green. Again, this is where I'm wondering, damn, does the show need to be in LA and we need to just cancel Love and Hip Hop LA? Or maybe bring them to Atlanta? Because it actually just felt official. It actually felt like these people are doing what they're supposed to be doing. Musicians, artists, writers, producers. This is the first time we saw everyone doing, having some type of business stuff going on, and it felt real and it felt genuine. Of course, the celebrity camels helped. And I'm thinking, how the hell are they going to do this towards the end? There's so many people that fell off there, like, this show's gone to the wayside, and now they start to bring some legitimacy back to it. So they're at CeeLo Green's house because Betty Idol, one of her tracks was favorited by CeeLo when he heard it, so he wanted to meet with her in person. 2 years later, of course, with her now she has a show on the platform, she comes back and she has D. Smith. D. Smith, as we know, is a songwriter, producer, performer, all of that. So D. Smith tells about her story, and CeeLo, he's definitely the king of misunderstood / different, so he can appreciate someone who is different. So I think this is a really genuine, a genuine collaboration. Now, D. Smith goes and she plays this song, and it's cool enough, but I'm thinking to myself, okay, so D. Smith, when she's in the studio, she uses her man voice, her real original voice. And when she's just talking to people, she uses her, her female feminine voice. Because there was nothing feminine about what I was hearing from that track. I was like, ooh, I don't think my voice has ever been able to sustain that type of level of lowness and bass in my life. So there was that. So it looks like, again, bring some actual legitimacy. And I wish we saw this in the beginning instead of the foolery in the beginning. But next up, as far as the cameos, we have Faith. Faith is talking with Stevie J because we already know that they're actual friends. And Stevie J is talking about how he's back in LA because he's trying to really get his career going again, because him being with Jocelyn has been a distraction. They haven't really been talking. Faith is just like, I know you guys argue, but because Faith is Stevie's real friend, so she knows a lot of the stuff that we probably don't even know. And so she's just like, yo, what's going on? Like, what do you mean you and Jocelyn aren't together right now? What do you mean you weren't actually married? And again, that's where I'm thinking, damn, I guess in real life, if you two are parading yourselves as a married couple and doing all this stuff, then people in your life wouldn't think anything different. If they were to watch it on TV, they would know it's a stunt. I mean, let's be real. But again, hindsight is 2020. So Faith was just like, all right, so we're going to get the ball, we're going to move, or making things happen. Stevie's like, yes, completely focused, let's go. Ernest clearly had enough money to go and get Mama Charlene a drink so that they can go and talk. Of course, just like orange juice, something nice for the vocals, some water, whatever may have you. Because Ernest needs to really talk with Charlene. Because, again, he's just telling her more of the same of how Mama D is still acting a fool, Mama D is still crazy. And she feels a little bad because it's like, okay, Mama D does have a medical issue, or issues. But what Ernest doesn't know is that Mama D has been, and she's with them crutches, I can't. Mama D. And she goes up, she's on them crutches, and it's just like, I caught you. I caught you. And Mama Charlene's just like, don't do it. Don't do it, Mama D. I don't want Ernest. It's like, I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you, and you're the one that's in the fool? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Was that drink already there, or did they go and bring that and give it to her? Because I just noticed that there are 3 drinks on the table. See, I am not playing with y'all. Mama D, of course, is on a whole nother level. Remember, she's on some good drugs because of her. She has to get the surgery, so she's on some good drugs right now. So you can't tell her nothing. She is just like la 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 la, and he's acting this way, not that way. and the queen, and then, oh, like, Mama D, I love you, but I'm over it, let's move on. So Stevie J goes and he talks with his wife Jocelyn, and they come to an agreement. Again, I'm not rehashing everything that they said. Basically, it was, okay, so you screwed me over, you aligned about this, you aligned about that, and it was like, no, I said what I said, I meant what I said, we know the truth, we know what it is, and neither side are willing to see their faults. Stevie J is acting like he's compromising, but we know that he's not. We know that he's not. He's giving a little bit of an inch, and I believe that he's been oppressing Jocelyn psychologically for years. So Jocelyn is finally feel like she's free, and she's not letting anyone stand in her way. And so Stevie was just like, you know what? Nothing's working right now, so I'm just going to go and just say, I'm sorry, not expect anything from her. Yes, that's how you play it, Stevie. That is how you play. That's how you show your maturity. And Jocelyn, she thinks that she's a mature one. She's like, of course he's sorry. Who wouldn't be sorry about wanting some of this? And I was like, Jocelyn! Come on, Jocelyn. Alright, so remember now, Jocelyn went and she had, what's her name? She had Tommy with her. And Tommy comes out, and Tommy is being very flirtatious with Stevie, but Tommy's very drunk. Tommy's been drunk this whole season. And, you know, when she's in the confessional, she's saying, I was actually joking about sleeping with Stevie, but I was actually more so interested in doing stuff with Jocelyn. So they get in the pool, they get naked, they go skinny dipping, and Stevie did the smart thing. For the first time, Stevie was nervous. The old Stevie would have taken advantage of that, but I'm like, this is Jocelyn, you two aren't in a good place. You cannot believe a word of this. Scrap just went to jail, let's not be foul. So, we're at Pressed, and Ashley is acting the fool again. Rashida's over it. Rashida's mom, she was like, why do you have that girl? Why is that child working here? She's bringing down our credit score. She's doing way too much and not enough. So Kurt comes in, and then Sam comes in, who's the new D-Lo artist. And Ashley is over it. Sam is really cute. I'm sure that didn't help either. Ashley just had this look of, wait, so why is she down here? Oh yeah, by the way, Basketball Wives is coming back. I will be reviewing Basketball Wives LA. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, aside from that, oh, she was just like, you know what, I'm gone. I'm moving out, I'm leaving, I'm done with this, I'm done with that. See ya. I'm thinking, great. You are not mature. How do you think you're actually going to make it in the music industry if the people who actually love you, who are trying to be very nice and very cordial and trying to meet some middle ground with you, you're crying and you're carrying on? That's not what's going to get you to the success that you need. You need to you need to dead that. You need to dead that. You need to grow some. Oh Lord, I don't care. Let's move on. I really tried to. I don't care. Because Karlie Red talks with Life, and of course Life is just like, what are you talking about? Of course I'm not married. Of course I'm not married. I don't even know this girl. This girl, how she put it on Instagram, it was just like, or maybe I do know her, but we're not married. This is like, me and Life married? Question mark, dot, exclamation point. No, she was just saying that we're not married, and it was just all about how you read and interpreted it. Karlie's just like, look, doesn't matter, because this German chick, you're supposed to be married to her. I get it, we're not in a monogamous relationship, but damn, man, marriage, because Karlie Red had this whole stance of, I don't sleep with married men. Yeah, but you'll sleep with someone's baby daddy or someone's boyfriend. We'll leave it at that, because as you know, Life pulled out a ring and Karlie Red fell, and we're trying to figure out, okay, so what happened there? What happened there? Because he didn't even officially ask her to marry her. It was just like, okay, here's a ring. So anyway, please like, comment, subscribe. Come back next week. Shows the damn